Arsenal dismantled Chelsea at the Emirates last night, 5-0. 2 goals for Havertz, 2 for Ben White, and the opener from Trossard. Join us now for more on this. TV host and a big Gunnar, Piers Morgan. Morning, Piers.
Good morning, gentlemen. I want to start with a very serious statement about what happened last night, which I think will resonate with both Arsenal fans and with Chelsea fans. It's my kind of summary of what I think the main takeaway from last night's game is, and it goes like this. It's a 4-line statement. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yes, we're all set.
Okay, it's a 4-line statement. It goes like this. Simon Amana, hey, waka waka, hey, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. Okay, I'm ready now, boys.
Do you know something? I had a feeling that you're normally bullish about Arsenal at the best of times, but I did have a feeling that you would be unbearable this morning, and you've certainly...
I'm going to be utterly unbearable, but here's why. Last year, we collapsed at this time last year. And the big fear for every Arsenal fan after the last week where we melted down against Villa and then we lost to Bayern Munich, the big fear was that we were going right back to where we were this time last year, that we were choking again. And I've got to say, the number of Chelsea fans who sent me choking memes and gifs all week, it's happening again, all that kind of stuff. And so I think last night, every Arsenal fan was absolutely jubilant that rather than continue to choke after a very difficult week, we rallied back in such spectacular fashion, gave Chelsea the biggest stuffing we've ever given them in our entire lives, and we look absolutely magnificent. And look, we are 4 points clear of City, right? They've got to catch us. And the idea that they're going to get win after win after win in their last 6 games, Brighton away, very tough, Forest away, they might be battling to avoid relegation. Wolves and Fulham, home and away, both very good mid-table teams. Tottenham away, they might be battling for that European place. West Ham at home at the end. The idea they get win after win after win 6 times, not happening. We are going to win our last 4 games. City are going to choke and draw at least one of theirs. And we, after 20 years of pain, are going to be Premier League champions.
Will you be with Lord Sugar at the weekend at the Tottenham Stadium?
No, I will not. I'll be probably watching it with my dad, who's a Tottenham fan. And he's obviously had a lifetime of pain. Thank God I never took his advice to follow Tottenham. But look, it's a big game. But I always felt if we could hammer Chelsea, then we'll go to Tottenham and we'll hammer them too. You know, and I think that's what's going to happen. Arsenal last night, that was the best team, by the way, that we have. I think finally Arteta, with all the players fit, has worked out what the best 11 is. And that 11, where you have at the front, he has Saka on the right, Trossard on the left, Havertz up front. But the midfield, crucially, Partey back right when we want him, purring last night. Declan Rice, an absolute beast. Odegaard, I think right now, the best player in the Premier League. And you got a fantastic back 4 and a great goalkeeper. This is a proper football team.
So you're confident. Listen, I'm with you. Odegaard and Rice, I thought, were magnificent. Trossard has done brilliant. At the back, as you say, wonderful. But this is some game at the weekend. It's a must-win, Piers.
Yeah, listen, we've got 4 games and we have to win them. But I think we are going to win them. We've got Tottenham away, we've got Bournemouth at home, United away. We're going to get rid of Eric Ten Hag. I reckon he'll be resigning at the end of that game when we beat them 8-0. And then we beat Everton at home in the final game. That's it. Easy. This is going to be easy. I'm not concerned about any of these games. We have beaten the best this season. We've scored more goals than anybody else. We've conceded fewer goals than everybody else. We are the best team in this country, and it's time the players believed it. And last night, I think they stood up and went, we are the best team in this country. And they were sick and tired of 2 bad games and a lot of bad negativity around it. And they were like, and I actually think that Declan Rice is the key signing this season. I think he's the one in that dressing room going, you know what, guys, we are not choking again. It's just not happening on my watch. He's like a general, that guy. And I think that he's got them together and he's gone, we are going to win this league. And I honestly, I just, last night was the moment I thought we're going to win it. Absolutely.
Piers, I have to say to you, you seem to be completely and utterly dismissing Liverpool, right? They haven't even had a mention in dispatches, and you've certainly ruled Manchester City out of winning all their games effectively. And that's what they do. Manchester City, over course and distance, have proved they are the one team in the country that can go and win 6, 7, 8 games in a row.
Well, they were the best team in Europe last season, but this season they're not. They got dismantled by Real Madrid, and I think that they are not the team they were. They're not as good a squad as they were last time. There's also injury doubts around Haaland and Foden, I think, for the Brighton game. And whether they play or not, I just don't think they're quite as good as they were. So, they could do it. Of course they could. They're Manchester City. But right now, we are 4 points ahead of them. That is a massive psychological thing. They only have to fail once. Right, if they draw one game with our superior goal difference now, massively helped again by last night, we are so far ahead of them on goal difference, they cannot catch us on that. So if we end up level on points, we are champions. I think Liverpool, unfortunately, I think it's the Klopp tier time farewell tour, I'm afraid. I don't think they're going to win anything, and I think it'll be how he ended his career at Dortmund in a lot of tears. So to me, it's City Arsenal. It's the old master Pep against the young pretender who trained with him, Arteta, and I think Arteta should have won it last year, knows he should have won it last year. Every Arsenal fan knows we choked it last year. And this year, we cannot choke and we will not choke. So, yeah, I'm supremely confident. But that performance last night, if that doesn't send a shudder down the spine of every City fan, I don't know what will. Albeit, it was a bit like watching seal clubbing, wasn't it? I mean, at one point, I literally... I know it's awful. But you know, with seal clubbing, when the little heads pop up... And
no, Piers, you've gone too far.
No, but I'm just saying... No, seal clubbing was a terrible thing, exposed actually by the Daily Mirror. And the thing is, we had it outlawed. I think that playing Chelsea should almost now be outlawed because it's so inhuman. But what happened to them last night?
Piers,
you want to put your arms up.
You've got one pick. You've only got one pick. Odegaard, Foden, or De Bruyne.
Oh, Odegaard's the best player in the country right now. Closely
you might say that,
by Declan Rice. Best creative player in the country is Odegaard, and the best midfield general in the country is Declan Rice. Take it to the bank. We are going to be champions.
Nice one, Piers. Thank you. Enjoy the weekend. Crikey. All the best, Piers' dad.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.